I'd like to thank you for joining me here today. We're going to take a look at the Trading Blox professional product, and we're running the Turtle system. You can see that we're running about 5 years worth of data, and we're running the Turtle system, and we're running our demonstration portfolio. It's about 15 instruments that we're using, and we've set up our global parameters with our interest rates, slippage, commission, and we've also included a starting equity of about $100,000 for this particular test. You can of course adjust this for any amount that suits your needs. So the Turtle system is all set up to run. We've got some parameters set up. We are indicating our equity risk per trade, and we're setting up our entry and exit breakouts and our correlation manager settings. We can now run this system by hitting the Run Test button, and we can immediately load all the data for all these instruments and run this test and see what the results are. Now this test is giving us a equity curve log scale right off the bat. It tells us the number of trades, the return per year, the MAR, the Sharp, and the other important indicators for system development. And if we scroll down a little bit, we can see the other charts that it gives us for every run we do. The linear scale with drawdowns. We can see our worst drawdown periods are indicated here. We can take a look at those time frames and see what the reasons for that was. Total risk profile to make sure we're not don't have too much risk on at any one time. Monthly returns, the green bars being positive monthly returns and red being negative monthly returns. Return distributions, R multiples, and profit contribution. And of course we can see our yearly performance summary, which gives us our return per year, so we can see if we had any outliers, really good years or really bad years. All the important statistics on the system, as well as instrument performance summary. So we can see for each individual instrument what our performance. Let's take a look at our trades. We can actually go drill down into every single trade that the system took. You can see in this case that it bought because it broke the entry high, and it sold because it broke the entry low. And so you can take a look at the exact trade, the date that it bought, the price that it bought, and the price that it sold, why it bought, why it sold, and we can just scroll through every single one of these trades for every instrument and see why they bought and sold. So that's this particular run. Now this one, this system did pretty well, but we have no portfolio manager here. So with the Trading Blox professional product, I'm able to edit these systems and drag in pre-existing portfolio manager block that we've supplied. It's a MACD portfolio manager, and you can see now that I have automatically 2 new parameters that are set up for me, and I can step these parameters and see what they do. Now we're going to try a long moving average between 100 and 200 days and a short moving average between, let's say, 25 and 75, and we're going to run this test and find out which parameter sets are the most suited for this particular time frame and this particular portfolio. Now this isn't to say that we want to use these settings right off, but we want to check their robustness. So there's a couple of steps we want to do here. So this is going to run through all 9 parameter combinations of those settings, and of course you can do this with multiple parameters. You can run many different parameters stepping at the same time and get thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of results. And you can filter the results, and you can sort the results. So we're going to take these results and filter them, or sort them rather, by return. And we see that a 200 long and a 75 short moving average for the MACD indicator actually makes a pretty big difference in our Turtle system. So just by dropping in that portfolio manager, we were able to increase our return and decrease, more significantly, our max drawdown. So this is actually a very significant increase in the performance of this system. You can then look at all the other results as well and see what they do. Well, thank you for taking the time to join us.